What is up, y'all? Capone Tony here. And let's get right into it, man. Let's get into this new banner. So, with today's new update, we got a new Zack banner, which also features a matte weapon. And I gotta say, man, this banner is pretty damn good. So, let's look at the... Holy crap. Let's look at the costume first, but... Bro, this weapon... Look at this weapon, dude. Holy crap. That thing is sick. But yeah, the costume also looks great from Zack. Like it from an aesthetic standpoint. Let's go to the costume first. So the costume, the full dress uniform, is going to have buff debuff extension, which is going to increase off the bat 40% extra duration for those Zack weapons that have buff debuff on them. And arguably his 3 best weapons in the game have good debuffs on them. So he has Black Whiskers and he has Twinkling Star that both have 2 different debuffs on them. So from that standpoint, this costume is fantastic. But we have not looked at the Ceremonial Sword Z yet, which also has a fantastic buff on it. It has PATK is increased, so that costume is going to help this duration as well. But let's actually look at the weapon. This weapon is pretty damn good. It is a pretty damn good weapon. So right off the bat, at level 90, we're getting 700% physical non-elemental damage. So it's a new physical non-elemental weapon. But this one is like the first really good one that you can actually wishlist. Zidane Sword, Guide Gloves, those are both limited to the FF9 crossover, to the FF Rebirth crossover. So this is the first one that is a wishlistable weapon that you can probably get to OB10 if you are a light spender, free to play, whatever. Eventually, you know. But yeah, let's actually look at the weapon too. So at OB0, you're getting 24 P attack, physical ability potency. That's another thing. The R abilities are fantastic for this weapon. Perfect P attack, physical ability potency. 1220 at freaking OB6. The P attack goes to high, mid to high. The duration goes up 5 seconds. 34, 24, 40, 36, 1400. This weapon is fantastic. So this number right here, this 1400% is actually the biggest damage in the game for a single hit. The one drawback to this weapon though, 5 ATB compared to 4 ATB. So there had to be some kind of drawback to this, because not only is this damage, you know, it's the highest damage in the game, but it also has that fantastic utility attached to the weapon. So you're getting, not only doing the crazy damage, you're also getting buffing yourself to even do more damage. So I can understand why the 5 ATB is there. But it's still, regardless of that, it's still pretty damn good. I really like this weapon. So his materia slots, he's got P attack, and sigil boost. He also has sigil boost on this weapon. Also great. The actual attack set on his weapon, 566, very high. That's probably the best, if not the best in the game. So yeah, I like it. I like this weapon a lot. I like the costume a lot. The costume fits his kit perfectly because, like I said, this weapon, it's going to help this weapon. If you look at the rest of his kit for Zack, if you actually use Zack, so you're most likely going to be using Twinkling Star, or you're going to most likely use Black Whiskers to go along with this weapon. Reason is because P attack, you get the 46 at OB6 for Black Whiskers, so that's going to help you max out that P attack, where you do more damage with that non-elemental weapon, his new one. And yeah, I think this would go well with the costume as well, because like I said, it's going to help these debuffs last longer. So Zack could essentially, he could debuff. I assume you're probably going to have like an Aerith or someone else to actually do the debuffing, but in case you can't, you could actually debuff the P def to mid and then attack with non-elemental high with that crazy non-elemental damage. So yeah, all around, you could use Black Whiskers, you could use Twinkling Star to go with that weapon. So I like that. I like it. I really like this banner. I like his weapon. I like the costume. I think it's great. So let's actually go into the next part of this banner now. So we got Matt, who also got a new weapon. And honestly, I think this is fantastic as well. So you're essentially doing the same thing. You're combining two different aspects of like two different weapons into one. So you're essentially taking Barrett's agitation buff and placing it in this weapon, and also having an AoE heal. So, but the problem is, to do that, you're going to have to decrease this AoE heal. So this healing AoE is worse than his prime number AoE heal. But the thing that kind of is good about this weapon is that if you go to OB6, so his heal is freaking 46 at OB6 on this weapon. Prime number, it's only 23, I think. Yeah, let's check that real quick. So if you go to Matt's prime number, at OB6, it's 23 heal. You'll get 69% of healing, but, you know, since that heal stat is half of what you're going to get out of this new Centipede weapon, like, it's almost kind of evens out somewhat. I think it pretty much power creeps, yeah, prime number, because you're getting an AoE physical defense buff to all allies as well. So, and you get the debuff buff extension, which is going to help make this last longer, the PDEF. So, yeah, this is another great weapon. Another great weapon. I think it does power creep his prime number. So, yeah, great weapon for Matt if you want to make Matt a healer. And yeah, another great thing, you get this heal boost. So it's gonna help your Cura. So Cura is gonna do more for single target healing, and I really like that a lot too. So yeah, I like this banner. I think it's a great banner. Both great weapons, costume that goes great with Zack. But yeah, another question here is like, should you draw on this? Should you draw on the crossover? Like I said, you'll be able to eventually get this OB10. If you do not have the resources, you most likely will not be able to get guide gloves to OB10. I think I still like the guide gloves better overall, because you're doing just as much damage as Ceremonial Sword, but with only 4 ATB. I really don't like the 5 ATB, but for what you get out of that weapon, the utility, the damage, I think it's probably worth it. But I think I like guide gloves more because there's multiple ways to get that PATK increased buff. You can get it from Matt's Bramble Spine. You can get it from Glenn's Lamppost. You can get it from Yuffie's Twinkling, or not Twinkling Star, but Arctic Star. And you can get it from Amarant Claws from Tifa, which is what I'm doing right now. So from that perspective, I kind of like Tifa more in this as a physical non-elemental damage dealer. But also, I think I just like Tifa more. But on my team, because I just have her built much more than my Zack. But that's personal preference. So if you like Zack and you want to, you know, increase his overall kit, I think this is a no-brainer if you have the resources. At least I would say pull the first page to get that costume, because I think that costume just goes well with this overall kit. Like I said, it's great for Black Whiskers, it's great for Twinkling Star, and it's great for this new weapon. So yeah, I really like this banner. I do. But if you already have Zidane Sword, if you already have Guide Gloves, I would say it's, you know, it's not necessary, but, you know, it's nice to have. So, and this could possibly help you clear content too. Like, you don't have Zidane Sword, you don't have, Barrett's Assault Gun. This could help you clear Bahamut EX1, EX2. This could help you clear Battle Tower Floor 70 if you don't have Agitation. So yeah, from those perspectives, I like those weapons a lot as well. But yeah, I mean, in the day, I think it's just a great banner overall. I think they did Zack some justice. I think this takes him from being like a kind of a B, A tier character to probably A plus, S minus type of character now, because this helps him a lot. This really does. He's a beast now. So yeah, I really like this banner. That's my thoughts on it. If are y'all gonna pull on Zack? Let me know in the comments. What do y'all think of this banner? Is there anything I didn't consider? Anything I missed? Let me know in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching my Ever Crisis content. If you could, please give this video a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Later.